Captain's Log Stardate 61208.6. A Federation survey probe has gone dark in the Cal-Mira system. For some reason, Starfleet Command has tasked us with investigating the incident and retrieving the probe. Stranger still, the mission is Priority 1, and we are to avoid contact with the Cal-Mirans if possible, although I doubt it will be. We made first contact with the Cal-Mirans not that long ago, and I think it went well, except for the whole Tilikaal supervillain taking over bodies part. I hope this doesn't mean that second contact is going to turn into a disaster. We need friends out here in the Expanse, and we already have more than enough enemies. I am expecting an encrypted and classified call from Starfleet Command any moment now, although I don't think I'll be able to put what is said in my log.
The probe has encountered one of the most dangerous objects known to the galaxy, and the Cal-Mirans have noticed the probe in their system. The safety of the entire Expanse depends on the crew of the Kong-Z. If the wrong people get their hands on the information in the probe, it could be worse than any Tilikaal technology yet encountered. Can the crew prevent a disaster of unprecedented proportions, all while keeping relations between the Federation and the Cal-Mirans friendly? Find out next time on Star Trek Endurance, only on the Top Hats Off channel.
Everybody, and welcome back to Star Trek Endurance.
What?
Are we on?
Hello!
Okay.
I think we're on.
Apparently. I think
That
so.
wasn't super obvious.
Why can't we see
Really?
Chesh?
Chesh is being blocked by a dark matter nebula.
Chesh
Or
was in the
was.
void.
Where am I and who are you?
Don't talk to me.
All right.
Guys, this is a really good Greekology, you guys.
Well, did you bring it up to share with the chat?
No, my son made it. He didn't make any for you. He made it for me.
There's
I didn't say
people
me, I
watching.
said the
He didn't-
chat.
Oh,
He didn't make enough to share with the Ceratosaurus and
My
the
kid.
army of people supporting him.
My kid does not owe you guys anything. He does-
Disagree. He owes me a salad now.
no, he does not. Take it up with him.
I'm the
No,
camp
I
counselor. I feel like
think that-
everybody owes me everything all of the time.
I think that's
fair.
actually in the Bible that kids are the property of their parents and owe them stuff.
Very true. So,
Yeah. All right. Well,
So
we
if
have
you
a
can't
few
have the sun
membership
make a salad-
messages before we
Ooh.
really get into this. First of all, Fist of Rage has been a member at the ensign level for 21 months. Ragebot has been at the ensign level for 18 months. Zumicide has been at the lieutenant junior grade level for 19 months. Jillian Wren has been at the ensign level for 19 months. Sapphire Plushy Sorceress Light has been at the ensign level for 12 months. And FTFE official has been at the lieutenant commander level for 9 months and says, "Gone." All right, so we are going to go through.
Zoomicide had a message in their thing as well.
Oh, it did. I'm sorry. Zoomicide, the message says, might as well join the members crew. Heart, thank you very much for reminding me that was there because I missed it. All right, so we're going to go through some quick intros and we're going to jump into this Star Trek Adventures mission. Let's see. We're going to go from the bottom to the top, right to left. So we're going to start this time with Thierry.
Yes, hello, I'm Thierry Rana. I'm playing Petty Officer Billy, the helmswoman whale navigator of the Kongzi. And if you want to hear more of me, listen to the Auxiliary Unplugged podcast. We are not on Apple, but basically everywhere else.
All right, and let's go for Kip.
Everyone, I'm Kip Davis. And this is my Greek salad. Keep your goddamn hands off of it. I do some stuff on YouTube on Fridays and Thursdays and sometimes on Saturdays. You should check it out. Meanwhile, I'm playing Viscount Lieutenant Vrelax, who is a Gorn science officer aboard the Kongzi and a space archaeologist.
Yes. Now, technically, all archaeology happens in space because space is where Earth is.
Everything's in space, Morty.
I
love that episode.
You're a goddamn pedantic dragon. I almost called you a dragon.
You know, how many young Earth creationists would call him a
Thank
dragon?
you.
It's close enough.
That's true. Yeah.
Have you been called a dragon before? By young Earth creationists?
I don't think so, although I did actually appear as a dragon in one video in honor of the person who had suggested the video topic. So there is that. Craig, who's you? Who do you play?
Hello, I am Craig, known as FTFE on these here interwebs. I argue with people that, they put their shoes on the wrong feet quite often and need a crash helmet and assistance to cross the road. I released a video today where a flat earther thinks that America is the oldest country in the world. You should go and check it out on my channel. Over here on Top Hats Off, I play Lieutenant Commander 7 of 12. Tactical Node 3, species 5008, affectionately known as TAC to his crew. I am a ex-Borg Klingon and the tactical officer aboard the USS Kongzi. And I'm apparently in love with the chief engineer.
All right. Zerolon?
That's me. I'm the Zerolon. I'm here with a rum and Dr. Pepper that I'm definitely going to have to replace very shortly after this. You can find me here on the interwebs at 4 Cozy Cat Games. We should be starting up soon. I might even stream something Sunday. I don't know. It'll depend if I can throw something together real fast. Here, I'm Dr. Hobnoll. I keep all of these people from like bleeding to death or, other random things. And Dapper, we got to get you some gasoline and a lighter so that you can complete your dragon cosplay here.
Well, I, in fact, am Dapper Dinosaur. This is my channel, mostly. Sometimes it's kind of Chesh's channel. But, I am the GM.
Channel.
Yeah.
Dapper's main channel is my backup channel.
Yeah, that's true. This is your backup channel. So I am the GM. I control everyone who isn't one of the player characters. So that'll be enemies, neutral NPCs, any wildlife that they encounter, anything like that. That's all on me. And if you want to find my main channel, it's Dapper Dinosaur here on YouTube. It's the one with the brown Ceratosaurus like you see on screen, not the one with the green T-Rex who does coding tutorials. Don't be like that one creationist who tried to dox me by giving out all of his information, thinking it was all of my information.
Don't avoid that T-Rex, though, because that's also a good channel.
Well, yeah, it is also a good channel. Although I think it might be a little dead. Last time I looked at it, it hadn't had uploads in a very long time.
I think it's pretty dead.
All right. Anyway, Jordan.
Speaking of dead channels, I'm Jordan, sometimes known as Reason to Doubt. I actually spoke with Mitch McConnell for 20 minutes earlier today. He said this was his favorite store in the Citadel. But here in this stream, I am Commander Malkavat, the joined Trill Executive Officer of the Kongzi.
All right, Maddie.
Hey team, I'm Maddie. You can find me on the internet at Science Side Up and OK Roll. Hey, if you were here when we play tested a game I wrote called Scots and Cats about every cat in the world invading Scotland. It's now available over on Drive-Thru RPG. There's a link in the Discord, the Top Hats Off Discord. It's very fun and it has a map that Dapper wrote. I see Kip has his hand up.
Question: how many cats are there in the world, Maddie?
There are. Hold on. It was. Oh no! Stand by.
She did have it written down.
I have it written down. That's the thing. I don't want to say the wrong one. I don't want to say the wrong word.
Down. Then
yeah.
I mean, yeah.
600 million.
How
600 million cats. And there are approximately 5.25 million Scots. So this means that every Scot must yeet 114 cats.
On average.
114 cats.
On average. Okay.
Yeah, on average.
Did you guys know that there's between 10 and 20 quadrillion spiders on Earth?
That's upsetting.
I think half of those are in my old house.
FT official for £5 says this is my favorite YouTube channel on the Citadel.
Amazing. And I play. By the way, I'm also a Quarks Bar patron, and if it's not too hot, I'll wear my Lieutenant Commander. I literally have a Lieutenant Commander bathrobe that my husband got me because he loves me very much. So I'm.
Wow! Look at that.
I know.
Cool.
Lieutenant Commander Gloriana Dulas, your chief of engineering, who's feeling rather daring and is desperately in love with Tack. So.
You know, it
especially in that hot little Pilates outfit.
It wouldn't surprise me if Dulas does in fact have a lieutenant commander bathrobe like that.
Yeah,
that would seem very on brand.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah, this is just hers. I stole it. That's the
red alert goes off, and she shows up in engineering in the bathrobe.
Yeah.
She got
all
tired of
can't concentrate on anything.
She got tired of complaining about her being out of uniform. So she got a bathrobe that is a uniform.
Yeah, exactly.
So on that point, one time at work, I got called when I was off duty and like, hey, we know you're off. Could you rescue this truck real quick? I'm like, you guys know I'm going to a formal function, right? Yeah, but could you rescue it real quick? So in a full like 3-piece suit, I jumped into a cement mixer and drove it back to the yard.
Nice.
Wow.
Amazing.
All right. Next up is Chesh.
Oh, hello, it's me. I pressed the wrong button. Now everybody can see anything else. There we go. Hello, it's me. Goodbye.
Come on, you gotta tell people who you play.
Yeah, I know. I have to press the buttons to get us all back on the screen. Or would you rather it just be audio now? We can do that if you want.
Well, I thought by goodbye you meant that you were done.
No, I was.
It was
ambiguous.
ambiguous.
It was everybody disappeared. Hi, I'm Chesh. I'm producing. That's why I pressed the wrong button. So drink for professional. I'm playing the Cation Cat Captain Tenelia. I am an artist by trade, but you can find me being a shitter on the internet, either at my channel or what we're working on, which is Debate Hub, which is trying to just make a better, more useful, less Nazi-esque debate space. So I'm gonna be diving
also sometimes on my channel.
Sometimes, yeah, sometimes. Well, I'm all over the place sometimes, so you can kind of find me anywhere. But yeah, we're working on building that up. So if you want to help us build it up, that'd be great. I've gotten a lot of help so far. Kip's been there, Maddie's been on there, Craig's been on there, Reason to Doubt has been on there. Tyrese, I think, is the only one who still hasn't gone on there. So we'll get it. We'll get him. I'll drag him, kicking and screaming. I promise, it'll be fine.
Chesh just shows up in Germany one day.
Oh, please don't. Oh, no.
You guys all know that everybody here can drag me on a show anytime they want. I don't care.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Listen,
been on
we're
too.
all moving to Germany to live on a compound together. At least the Americans.
You know, it's bad. It's bad when you're fleeing to Germany to avoid the fascism. It's kind of we've gone completely like full circle and like weird mirror universe now.
Yeah.
Yeah, by the way, speaking of debates, I'm in the middle of scheduling one with Borg and Dapper, maybe for next Wednesday, depending on if Dapper's available and if we can sort out a time on that. So, we'll see.
Listen, I'm bad at debating, but I'll chat about climate change any day.
Oh, you're coming back on to do that specifically, I promise. Soon.
Maddie, I would love to see you debate a flat earther. That would be so good.
I did
just
that one
finished
time, and then I
moving.
came on your show.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
Oh, that's the joke you were making. I'm sorry.
it's gonna be one of those days. But yeah, no, I'm gonna be. If you don't see me so much on my regular schedule stuff, it's because I am diving into getting everything and everybody rolling for Debate Hub. Speaking of which, looking at you, Dapper, you owe me a lecture.
I feel like that is something that you have said before.
Yes, Kip owes me one too, but Kip has until the September, so he's got time still.
Okay, I have a very busy couple of months. Yeah.
I know, that's why he has until September until I start bothering him.
Thank you. All right.
Because when I asked you to do one, you said, I'm going to be really busy this summer. I said, cool, do it in September.
Okay.
All right. Well,
this is. I'm remembering this now. This rings a bell.
All right. So we will start. And at first, at least for now, I'm going to let you know that your current only directive is the Prime Directive. Yeah.
Oh, I know that one.
Oh, good. All right. So you guys are en route for the planet Cal-Mira, which is a planet that you've been to before. In fact,
all of us?
That was... Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So that is the planet where there were the crystalline life forms who turn their corpses into spaceships.
There were bugs on that planet, weren't there?
There were some alien life forms that caused you some problems. Bugs. I don't know if bug is the right word, but sure.
I think you're thinking of the subspace bugs, which was a different episode.
You might be thinking of that.
I don't think I am.
You know what? It would be impossible to know for sure. So, this is the place where the
sure, but we intend to find out.
Yes, you also helped both exacerbate and solve a problem with Tilikaal technology that was disrupting the physical integrity of the people there's bodies. And then also Ashtamalia showed up in person and absorbed the crystalline form of one of these Cal-Mirans and to turn herself into a crazy crystal bodied supervillain type person. So that's where you're headed back to.
Yeah.
However, no one knows exactly what the mission is. But on the bridge, whoever is on comms tells the captain that she has a priority 1 message and that it's encrypted.
Then you have a priority 1 message from Starfleet and it appears to be encrypted.
In my ready room.
Aye.
You're in trouble.
Who, me? My crew, yes. Me?
All right. So when you get to your ready room and sit down, there is in fact the priority 1 message waiting for you.
Priority 1 message is a super chat from FTFE that says, I'm just a teenage dirtbag baby. Listen to Iron Maiden, baby. Ooh. No?
Yeah, very good. Thank you.
With me.
I'm going to go refill my rum for a completely unrelated topic here.
Okay, bye. All right, so you get to the ready room and the message, you press the go button on the message. I don't know, however that works. And there's Admiral Hebert, the head of Starfleet operations over at Narendra Station.
Yeah.
And so she says, Captain, is this channel secure on your end?
Is it?
I don't know. Just click the secure button.
Yes.
All right. Captain, the reason that we've sent you to Cal-Mira is that, as you know, one of our probes went dark, but what was not in the orders that we sent you was that right before it went dark, it reported finding more than 1 Omega molecule in the Shackleton Expanse. And that's a problem for all of us. So for this mission, there's a few things. One is absolutely no one is supposed to know about this outside of captains, the Admiralty, and anyone who absolutely has to know. Second, this is priority 1. For the purposes of this mission, the Prime Directive is suspended.
Wait, didn't you say it was our only directive?
We're
You're
not
here.
there.
Oh,
Noted.
So you need to do whatever it takes to make sure that no one else finds out that there are Omega molecules in the region or where they are. That includes the Cal-Mirans.
And how
And
big is this region that we're referring to?
The Shackleton Expanse is like a few tens of light years.
The whole expanse. Okay, I just wasn't sure how
Yeah.
localized they were talking. Okay.
We don't have confirmed positioning on them. We're not exactly sure what caused the probe to go down, which, by the way, securing that information is also a priority.
So we need to
Because
retrieve
we'll
the
need.
probe.
So, in case you've forgotten, a single Omega molecule can detonate and destroy not only the physical area around it, but can also disrupt subspace for light years around, making warp travel impossible. This could kill off all interstellar flight in the Shackleton Expanse, as well as kill trillions of sapient organisms.
Mm-hmm. In or out as well.
So, now, officially, no one is supposed to know about this. However, if you find that it is absolutely vital that someone knows, that's your call, but it will be scrutinized. Do you have any questions?
So our main priority is to deal with the probe, because that'll hold the information.
Your priority is to recover that data, make sure no one else recovers it, and ideally, if you could avoid violating the Prime Directive and starting interstellar wars, that'd be great, but also less important.
Noted. Understood.
All right. I trust you to get this done, Captain.
Joke's on you. We
Immediately
were
text
all
Bob.
anyway.
Yeah, these guys know who our captain is, right? She's gonna walk out and be like, all right, guys, so shut your mouths about this, but
I have never done any such thing. I don't know what you're talking about.
All right, so you are still currently at warp, headed towards the Cal-Mira system, and I will let you guys have whatever scene that you need to in order to, like, brief crew on whatever you think they need to know or anything like that. And if you guys don't need anything like that,
I'll probably pull my normal head office people, i.e. the other players, into the briefing room and talk about what we're doing before we arrive, because it's good to be a little bit prepared.
All right.
Are you telling us about the Omega molecule, or just that there's a secret mission? Like, what, how much are we gonna know?
Yeah, basically, I'll pull you guys into the room and say, all right, guys, we got our main mission from corporate, and our job is to there's a probe in the area that has gone down, and we need to retrieve it and find out what happened to it, and retrieve it as soon as possible. And retrieving it is a high priority.
Captain, what are the parameters for this mission? Obviously, it's important if Starfleet is sending you priority 1 secret messages. So, what's our rules of engagement?
We're gonna try to get that probe back by next to any means necessary.
Captain, as tactical officer, I have to ask, is there anything that I need to know?
If we can't retrieve the probe, we could blow it up.
You're now my best friend.
Set phasers to obliterate.
Josh, would you like to sing the next super chat?
No,
since you did the last one?
Yes.
But the problem is, I don't remember the entire tune.
You don't know that? Oh, okay, fine, I'll do it. Super chat for 10.
I know this one.
Do you want to
then let's have Maddie do it.
Okay. Stacy's mom has got it going on. She's all I want, and I've waited for so long. Stacy, can't you see?
You're just not the girl for
me. I know it might be wrong,
but I'm
in love with Stacy's mom.
Thank you very much. By the way, if we do get 7 more super chats, we do give the crew a free momentum refill. So that is the
Point
super
of
chat
order.
goal.
I am in costume.
That's true.
Doesn't that mean we get a momentum?
No, it
'Cause you're
means
in
that
costume.
No, you
during
get
this
one.
game, you get a point of momentum that you can spend on an immediate spend, more or less
Amazing.
whenever you want.
Okay, cool. Thanks.
Which technically we also get for being on camera, but we never use.
At least now
Yeah.
you know that people sing super chats if you put song lyrics in. So
It does not take much encouragement to get me to sing.
That's true. In fact, sometimes it takes discouragement to get her to stop.
Yeah.
I got Teenage Dirtbag
All
in
right.
my head now, though.
I know.
Anyone
I've got
else?
That one going through my head now too.
Yeah, lives here now.
Anyone else
Free.
have questions for the captain for this mysterious briefing, for this mysterious mission?
I've got this
And
weird growth on my left big toe. Oh no, sorry about the mission. No, never mind.
I
This
told you
isn't-
to go see Hobnall about that. Jeez.
This isn't a question for the captain because I would know this, but the planet that we're going to, we've already had first contact, so that they're like a starfaring species, right?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yep.
we did that.
You have
Alright.
actually met some of the big wigs of the planet. And so they know who Starfleet is. They know who you are specifically, if they're those particular people that you met. So, yep.
Oh, they're about to find out who Starfleet is.
Oh yes.
I mean, ideally, you don't start a war, but
We are
They don't-
well,
they
we're not
don't
a
know
military,
that.
but we definitely are a military.
You can't start a war if you're not a military. Therefore,
Can't do
that's-
war crimes
don't-
if you're not a military.
I'm not sure that follows.
You can't
Yeah,
do
just
war
like you
crimes if
can't-
Canada didn't do it first.
You can't declare war without Congress. Come on.
Yeah, I've heard
that's
that.
true.
I mean,
Someone should tell
Therefore,
Trump.
Technically-
Canada has never been in a war.
technically,
Yeah,
the
Canada
United
can't declare
States,
war without
technically, the
the
United
US.
States hasn't been in a war since World War II. So I don't know what y'all are talking about with all these American wars and going on. Those are all
Yeah.
just special military actions. Don't worry about it.
No, the current one's an excursion.
Oh, I forgot an excursion. Yeah. Yep. Those are totally different things.
Who?
All right. So
Never mind.
Rum and Coke night.
All
Save
right,
it for rum and Coke night. Make a note.
there you go.
Yeah. Yep. I'll come.
So the ship comes out of warp at the edge of the Cal-Mira system. And that is already pretty close to Cal-Mira, but the coordinates that you were given for the probe were actually in a belt of mostly icy small bodies, generally only like a few tens of kilometers in diameter. And so you don't actually have to approach Cal-Mira itself.
Sweet. Let's not do that if we can avoid it. We need scans.
All right. So let me get a let's see, control and science check. This is going to be a difficulty or two. Yeah, two. And it can be assisted by the ship's sensors and science.
I like the idea that if Captain Yanelia is telling people secret stuff, she writes it on a note and then like crumples it up like she's in junior high, tosses it on other people's desks.
All right,
It says "eat after reading."
Kip, you gonna roll?
Oh yeah, sorry.
You're the scanning guy. That was
yeah.
my job last season, but this season it's your job.
Okay,
One
thank you.
scanning boy.
Just making sure. No, I'm not doing that.
Greg's in a mood today.
It's all coming back to me now.
That's a different.
FTFE official for €5 says ooh ee ah ting tang walla walla bing bang ooh ee ooh ah ting tang walla walla bing bang. Thank you.
Oh, no, come on.
Ooh,
Ooh,
ting,
ee,
tang,
ah, ah, ting,
walla, walla,
tang, walla, walla, bing, bang.
walla, walla, bing,
Ooh,
bang.
ee, ah, ah, ting, tang, walla, walla, bang, bang.
This is a successful roll, which means that you have found a Federation technology signature on a somewhat nearby comet body. It seems to be still emitting a fairly intact power signature, but it seems like it's on like a standby mode.
We're gonna retrieve this probe in the first 5 minutes of the episode, and we'll be done. Like,
Yeah,
that's it. No
that'll be the
complications,
whole
just
thing.
Eject the warp
Yep.
core.
Easy peasy. Lemon squeezy.
Okay.
All right, so we know where this probe is, or
Let's
we
go
have
get
a
it. Find out what's wrong with it.
yeah. We should probably, if we can't beam, I don't know if we have enough information to beam it aboard. Otherwise, we might want to send a runabout.
Yeah, can we do a request for information about the probe?
Yeah, you don't currently have any momentum, but
Oh, you get some threat. I don't care. Well, you know what? I'm on camera, so I'm going to use my momentum.
there you go. All right, so the first thing that I will tell you is that there is a different signature on there that does not seem to match very well with the ice, but you are not terribly familiar with it. But it could be another technological signature. It does not match the Tilikaal, though.
We should
Captain,
probably-
I'm really getting some strange readings from the probe. There is some unusual signals, but I can confirm they're definitely not Tilikaal.
Load the torpedoes.
You don't think they're already
I'm just gonna
loaded?
blow it the fuck up. I don't want to deal with this. Problem solved. No, we
Wait.
should probably find out what's going on with it. Okay, let's get closer to it, see if we can get some close range sensor scans on it, see if we can get it on screen, and then probably send Billy, get ready. We're probably gonna have to send you in a runabout.
Billy and whom?
All right.
Probably our engineer.
Okay.
And maybe tactical. Sounds like a good idea.
I don't know. We'll see when we get there. See what we're looking at.
Don't worry about
All right. So as you approach, you get into visual range, and since you said that you wanted to take a look, I'm going to assume that you put it up on the view screen.
Yeah, put it up on the screen.
Yeah. There is, in fact, a Cal-Miran ship that has landed a little bit away from the probe. It was shielded partially by the bulk of the comet from your scans, but it's there. So the Cal-Mirans, at the very least, know about this probe.
Know that the probe exists. I mean, I don't think that's a problem. They probably already knew the probe exists also anyway.
Yeah.
Hail them.
Hailing them now, Captain.
Thanks.
All right. So on screen appears a crystalline creature with a interesting geometric shape that you don't recognize, but you do recognize the voice that comes through the comm, which says, this is Zoranil of the Cal-Miran ship Tol Nerine. It's nice to see you again, Captain. We
Hello,
think we
Zoran.
found... Oh, hello. We think we found something of yours.
I think you did too.
It's a little concerning in that it seems to have advanced sensor suites. Were you... spying?
DM question. What
Not
were
so
we
far as
doing
you
with
know.
this- What? Yeah, what were we doing with this probe?
It's a survey probe, so I guess
Okay.
maybe you'd call it spying, but it's mostly like,
Yeah, it's
just
not spying,
looking around.
It's not interfering. Yeah, it's just general observation. It's not specifically spying or watching you. It's just doing observations of the area.
Environmental surveys.
Environmental surveys.
It's a weather balloon.
It's a weather
Yeah.
balloon.
It's a Russian weather balloon in particular.
Yeah, yeah. We are actually spying on the moon, not you.
it would
Yeah.
generally be preferable if our government could be contacted before foreign spacecraft, whether automated or not, entered the system.
Do I know if this probe existed before we made contact with them?
It did.
Yeah. Well, it would have been nice, but we weren't in contact with you at the time of when this probe was launched.
All right, that's understandable. However, that's not the case for your ship, which just entered our system.
Well, yeah, we were coming by to say hi and found out there was something wrong with our probe.
All right, well, we're investigating the probe.
Yeah.
Would you care to join us?
Yeah, would love to. We might be able to share some
All
of our
right.
information if there were other probes in the area, since you wouldn't have been aware of them.
But there aren't?
We can update you on that.
Okay. And now, given that this probe has entered our territory, we request a copy of the data.
Yeah, we can figure that out.
All right.
Okay, so we should probably get to that. We're not on screen anymore. Conversation done.
Yeah, once we'll make our way over there momentarily. I'll set it away, crew, and we'll come and check it out. Sound good?
Sounds good. Zoranel out. And
But
then
before
the
you go,
screen
do
goes.
do me a favor. Don't futz with it so you don't break anything before we get over there.
Is it dangerous?
Any technology is dangerous if you don't know what you're doing.
I mean, is it like explosive or full of something
My
that
ship
emits
is
harmful
explosive
radiation?
if you don't know what it's doing.
It's not dangerous in the sense that your ship is at risk, but the equipment is fragile and could be destroyed if it's mishandled, particularly since it's already damaged, presumably having crash landed. And so
And if
we'd
you
like to
have
get our
people-
dedicated trained engineers on it before it's damaged further.
Our scans don't show any mechanical damage or signs of an impact.
Look,
well, that's
I
good.
understand. That's great. However, as you know, dealing with bureaucracy, we have regulations we have to follow. They aren't up to us, but we'll get in trouble if we don't. I'm sure you understand.
I suppose so.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
Do you
Now
want me
you're
to
off.
blow them up?
Hi, kitty cat.
About that.
Captain, I recommend that we go to yellow alert.
Are you sure
Perhaps-
it does mean changing the bulb?
Perhaps not raising our shields so as not to alert them to our state of readiness, but we should get the weapons ready.
I agree. Just be prepared just in case. I'd rather avoid starting a war with some friendlies if we can avoid it.
As Voz's standing up, she's like, Captain, I would never engage in violence if it wasn't absolutely necessary.
Of course.
I
All
do
right, regularly team-
a really chortle in, I laugh in Klingon, and then say, sorry, Commander.
All right.
7 of 12, you get a decision to make. Do you want to go aboard and check it out, or do you want to stay here ready to blow them all up?
Well, Captain, I have already loaded all the torpedo chambers, and I'm sure whoever takes over tactical station could press the button. It's this one just here. I feel with the situation that I should attend alongside an engineer.
Becca just salutes and holds her hand over the button.
Why is
Captain,
that
Rebecca,
just labeled war crimes?
Not that button. That's the bad button. It's this button here. This one.
Captain, I respectfully have to disagree with the assessment of TAC. I think that if we get into the situation where weapons have to be fired, it's going to be extremely time sensitive and have no tolerance for failure. We want our best hand at the weapons console.
With all due respect, Commander, Becca is pretty fast at firing weapons. I'm sure you're aware of this.
We also want a hand that's restrained in case we don't need to fire weapons.
That's a very good point.
I feel like all of those are euphemisms.
Well, Commander, I'll give you a choice. Either me or Becca can attend alongside the engineer. What would you rather?
I think that we should... I'm going to pull the captain aside.
Yeah.
My point does stand. However, I'm concerned about the discretion of crewman Paris.
Yeah, reasonable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Um,
on one hand, crewman Paris doesn't really know anything that we're doing.
Well, neither do we.
yeah, I don't know what we're doing either. All I know is it's secret. And like
Yeah.
Becca Paris already has one career-ending secret on me. I'd rather she didn't have a second career-ending secret.
Valid.
All right. In that case, I guess TAC is more trustworthy with secret missions. So
Attack has
less likely.
demonstrated to be tactful when it comes to being able to deal with investigating and keeping things to himself when necessary. I also think he just
Sure.
wants to go hang out with Dulas a little bit, and I'm willing to facilitate that.
I seem less willing to facilitate that, but you're the captain. So,
I just think it's fun to watch. All right.
well,
okay.
hold on. What you guys do in the privacy of your own holodeck has nothing to do with me.
No. She sends me the projections later. Okay.
No! We're just besties from college.
It's really good
Uh-huh.
friends.
It was
you
a
guys.
pretty fun college time, but you know.
So
And they were
Tat-
roommates.
We were roommates.
Yeah.
You're not
So-
helping your case.
Which means
Tat-
that when
Never
we
I'm
met.
bad at this part of it,
When-
actually.
when we were in college and we were gossiping about our flings in college, are you telling me you weren't giving me projections of what happened with your brain power? Hell yeah. you
Oh, with my brain power. That's.
Hmm.
I mean, you can't even help that.
Technically,
Yeah.
the brain is the biggest erogenous zone.
Can't argue
Anyway.
with that.
All right,
That's why
that's all
domination is the
factually
sexiest
correct.
thing you can do.
Yeah.
I take
Anyway,
I
alright,
take Becca.
Maybe not.
I take
Dulas-
Prim and Paris aside and let them know which buttons they're allowed to press and which ones they aren't. And I get her to repeat it back to me. It takes a few tries, but she eventually gets which button she's allowed to press. So I think it's good to leave the ship in her hands if the torpedoes need to be fired.
All right.
Does
Vraylax
that include
so-
the button
gonna
that
go-
lowers the chair?
Vraylax
like-
and Dulas definitely need to be working together to find out why the probe went down in the first place.
Yeah, we'll need
Mike's
Relax, we'll
right.
need Dulas, we'll need myself, we'll need Tack. I don't know if we'll need the doctor. And we should probably bring a pilot. Even if it's not Billy, maybe a different one.
I think you should take Billy specifically because if something happens and we necessarily end up in combat, I would rather him be able to get you or her be able to get you out.
Okay. There it is. And
the doctor can
Sounds
decide
good.
whether or not the doctor wants to go. I think he should go, but you know,
I mean, we've had some instances down on the lower decks try to recreate lasagna, and currently I'm having to reclassify a new degree of burn, so I would love to not be here.
perfect. All right, regular crew is going. I will stay on the ship so I can make the call if we need to blow up the shit out of these people.
All right, let's go.
You tell
Oh.
one captain that technically she's allowed to start a war if she absolutely has to, and suddenly she's just ready to do it.
I'm going to pull Dulas aside really quick
Yeah.
before you
Okay.
guys go with Va, and I'm gonna say there is some incredibly sensitive information on the probe that needs to not be shared with the Calderans.
Understood?
So
One of these
do
days,
not-
Chesh will say
do
Cal-Miran.
Cal-Miran. Definitely do not. We're
The squid
agreeing to
people.
share information with them, but not this information. So make sure that you do not give them anything before we get this under control.
Understood.
Captain, what's our limitations on that order? I'm asking if I'm allowed to, what level of violence is authorized?
Yeah, I know what you're
allowed to
asking.
start a war if I need to.
I know very clearly what you're asking, and I'm just gonna lean over a little bit, and I'm gonna be like, "You're bringing your sword, right?"
Yes, Captain. All right.
Is this related
I
to that priority message?
Now, if you
we
do
don't-
anything, I'd be like, "Well, I didn't tell them to do it."
Okay. So this is on an asteroid, so we're gonna need environment suits, right?
Well, a comet, but yeah, you definitely will need EV suits if you want to exit the runabout. And
Okay,
also,
look over.
Oh,
I look over to Commander
comets
Va
aren't known for
and
weird
say,
temperatures or anything.
I look over to Commander Va and say, "Am I bringing my bat lift with me?"
I don't think that's necessary.
I will also say that this comet has low gravity, which will increase the difficulty of some tasks. So be prepared. If you want to run over in combat or something, there's a very good chance that you will have a more difficult than normal task doing so, and failure might mean that you just like launch yourself into orbit because, you know, it's a tiny comet with a tiny gravity.
Dulas, if necessary, wipe the system.
Yeah. Okay. So we would rather lose all data. Okay.
Okay.
Understood.
So do we have to pay a momentum cost for these EV suits?
I'm going to go ahead and say not this time. Generally speaking, if it's absolutely vital to the actual mission and everyone knows that it's just a part of the scenario, I'm probably not going to charge you that. If you want to bring anything like a phaser rifle or other bigger weapons than normal, that will cost opportunity cost.
I will bring a phaser rifle with me, just in case.
Chesh, if you could give me an extra point of threat. Do you remember firing it also gives threat? So, because it's an escalation weapon and as well as a opportunity cost weapon.
We may also want to bring pattern enhancers so we can get the probe out more easily.
That will cost momentum.
Can I use my I'm on camera momentum for that?
No, because it's not an immediate spend.
I'm spending it immediately.
Yeah, well, generally an immediate spend has to be a spend after a roll.
Yeah.
I'm going to roll to retrieve them from storage.
No, sorry.
That's not how that works.
Just give me a 16th point of threat there, Chesh.
Yeah, we have figured that out. You can give him threat. It doesn't matter. It's not...
Never one time have I regretted it.
Yeah, we're just retrieving a probe. Like, what could even go wrong?
Right.
Gillian's
in space.
Sorry,
Nothing bad.
Becca Paris is at tactical.
Yeah.
A lot of things could go wrong.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, so
I've never heard anyone scream in space, so...
y'all pile into the runabout and take off and start headed towards the comet, which is not a very long flight. However, I am spending 4 threat to start a micrometeorite swarm, which will require a difficulty 3 daring and piloting check to avoid micrometeorites damaging the runabout.
Hey, there's an episode of Star Trek Enterprise that they fixed this problem with mashed potatoes.
Yes, there is.
Yes.
Is Billy piloting the show, the runabout?
Yes, yes, she is.
Good, right.
Daring, con, helm operations. I'm still gonna give you 1 threat and hope for the best.
All right.
So
the runabouts. I'll just roll for the runabout real quick.
I already.
The runabout
have 3.
does not help because I rolled an 18. But you got 3, so you're good.
I got 3. Yeah.
All right, so some micrometeorites ping off the shields, but they don't actually hit hard enough to deal any damage, and you manage to take some evasive maneuvers fast enough. And you are able to safely settle onto the comet surface, and the comet itself has a rugged, sort of like lots of sharp, jagged peaks and whatnot. None of them are terribly tall, but you realize that because of the low gravity, there's very little that keeps anything from reaching some kind of really steep angle. And so there's a lot of like sheer drop-offs, jagged outcroppings. The entire surface is covered with a light dust of various ices, mostly, probably, according to your sensors, methane, ethane, water, and carbon dioxide ice. And
I'd like to use my ocular sensor enhancer and just scan the environment to just check for anything abnormal.
Sorry, real quick. Did Billy generate momentum?
No.
It's difficulty 3.
No, I only had 3. I didn't have any left over.
Okay, thanks. Sorry, I just didn't catch what the range was. Thank you.
We all know whales have no momentum.
All right. There are some areas of low density that you're seeing through as your ocular scan penetrates through some of the icy material. They might be areas of lower support that could give way if they were disturbed. However, given the low gravity, it would probably take more than just people walking in order to cause that to happen.
Okay, Just a note, crew, there are certain areas that seem to be more unstable than others. I am transferring the data to your heads-up display. If we could just... There's no immediate danger. It shouldn't give way, but just in case, I would suggest avoiding those spaces.
How far away are we from the probe?
You are far enough away that it will only take you one scene to get there.
All right, double time, crew. And I'm going to moon skip, because that's the most efficient way to move in low gravity.
Yay!
All right, I would like everyone to give me a fitness and science check, difficulty 1.
Oh no!
Any
Does
focuses
composure
apply?
focus work?
Yeah, what is this for?
This is to make sure that you traverse this place without doing anything like jumping too hard or tripping and landing on your head and having trouble getting back up or anything like that.
Got it.
Yeah. So does composure or reverse engineering help me here?
No. But
Duos
Maddie-
did it! Duos did it!
Ooh, tag.
220. 220s.
Oh,
I cannot.
Oh,
I cannot
Well, there
express
goes
how
Tack
happy
into
I
orbit.
am about
That's
a double
dirty.
success roll from Dulas and then a double failure, crit failure from Tack.
Clearly, Tack had to help Dulas in some way, right? Like,
yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
so
you
you're heading
are
towards
from
one of those
falling
unstable
into
areas.
Shit.
yeah. And you were like, "Oh, sweetie, no!" And you like move me out of the way, and then
Yeah.
just like rocks fall, everyone dies.
I
Alright.
have the spacewalk talent, which means I ignore difficulty increases for being in 0G. Does that mean it's a difficulty 0 for me, or
Yeah, I'll give you difficulty 0 on that one.
then
Also,
we gain one momentum?
yes, Commander Va, why did you roll 3 dice? Did you want to spend
I
a
spent a moment.
point?
There was literally no pause in anyone talking. So rather than
Oh,
waiting
okay.
20 minutes for people to shut the hell up, I just rolled it.
Got it.
Hey.
All right, I am not seeing Lieutenant Vrelax's roll.
There we go.
All right, so let's see. We generated 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 momentum on that. However, not only did Tack almost immediately faceplant, in doing so, he twisted his ankle and also dropped the phaser rifle into what turned out to be some kind of crevasse. So you don't have a phaser rifle right now. Because that was double 20. Sorry, man.
Does the fact that I can survive hard vacuum and harsh environments help at all?
Oh.
Well, you're not dying. You just got a twisted up ankle. So like, you know, are you immune to twisted ankles?
No, apparently not.
Oh,
So
Wait.
I'm going to
Klingons
go
don't
up.
have 4 ankles.
I'm going to go up to the crevice and watch it bounce down into oblivion. And I'm going to put out my hand and say, Dr. Hobnall, can I see your phaser, please?
Yes, Commander. And I'll
by the way,
hand my phaser
it
over.
bounces super slowly.
Right.
Yeah, like,
It's comically slowly bouncing
Yeah.
down.
Mhm.
And I'm going to, without this whole time I've been watching the phaser rifle go down, I'm going to hand the phaser over to Tack and say, please don't lose this one.
yes, sir. And I, as you say that, I immediately drop it and like fumble a few times and like,
Ah! This is falling slowly whenever you drop it.
yeah.
In
I'll put it in my
before,
belt.
like, a million years,
I have-
a comet lands on a planet and someone finds that rifle.
When he fumbles it, I'm going to be like, I've never once in my career wished Becca Paris was on this away mission.
All right, Craig. What this ankle twist is going to mean is that until you get that treated, any task to move is going to have its difficulty increased by 1 for you.
Borg are highly resistant to natural diseases and other ailments.
Okay.
Well, this is not an infectious
Yeah,
twisted ankle.
Don't think
It's
sharp
an
sharp
ailment.
rocks
Is
are-
it not an ailment of some kind?
Not really. No, it's just an injury.
Okay.
Think about it this way. If you weren't naturally resistant, you might have broken your ankle. It's only
There you
twisted.
go.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
We'll take that.
It is swelling a little bit because you strained the tendons in there, and so it does feel tight in that EV suit. But you'll be okay.
Yeah, I'm limping, but because I'm Klingon, I'm just pretending that I'm not.
Right. Also, limping in this low gravity is hard to see anyway, because everyone kind of looks like they're like limp hopping or something. But all right, so you get to the probe, and already there is a small contingent of Cal-Mirans.
Have they, like they're there, are they messing with the probe?
Well, it's hard to tell because Cal-Mirans technically do mostly telekinesis, so if they were, it's not obvious that you'd know, but the probe isn't like having any of its screens light up or indicate changes, and there's no apparent change in the probe, so most likely no.
Okay.
Well, can our engineer use their psychic abilities to check if there's any kind of telekinesis or anything going on?
Well, she could use her telepathic abilities to see if they're like trying to solve problems regarding the probe or something. She can't directly test for telekinesis.
Can I eavesdrop?
What I'm more concerned with is it based on what we know about their technology. If they were to like try to get the data off the probe, I assume they'd have to like attach some kind of technology to it. It's not something they can just like absorb with their minds.
Probably. They might also be able to extrude some kind of pseudopod to just interface with a screen directly. But probably they'd have to attach something.
All right.
Okay. Can I telepathically eavesdrop?
To some extent. They're because these are creatures whose minds are made out of mostly just actual light bouncing around inside a crystal matrix, and because of their non-organic like just being, they're very confusing to read, but you can get a sense of they're being very curious, and they're very interested in what the heck is going on with this probe that just landed on one of their comets.
What I would like to do, if this is okay, is I'm gonna kind of like, Doulos is gregarious, right? And she's good with people, unlike Maddie, but Doulos is great with people. So she's like, oh, hello, lovely to see all you. Let me get in there, start getting that data. So glad we found this probe. Can't believe how far off course it went. Man, this one's been missing for a while. Blah, 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 blah. Right, trying to like be super friendly and also give them like a story that like this makes sense and we're not being sneaky. We're being so helpful.
Adjective, proper noun.
Yeah.
I'm gonna hit my, well, I don't know if I can hit my communicator. I'm going to call back to the ship. However, I do that in an EV suit. Captain, can you have Lieutenant Han Jopkins work on making some fake data that this probe could have been surveying, maybe from our recent survey of Cleft 3? Yeah, have it sent to my pad, please.
Hey, could I do a tactical assessment of the Calderans, like take note of their weapons, etc., just so I'm aware of the tactical situation?
No, but you could do so for the Cal-Mirans.
That's what I meant.
I want to know what the Caldarans, how they're...
I want to know...
Yeah, they're not around, so their tactical abilities are minimal at best.
But what about the caldera of the volcano?
There is no caldera. This is not there is no volcano. No, it's not Canada. A place which has many, many volcanoes, actually, as it turns out.
Yeah, I want to know what the Canadians are doing.
What about the Calamari?
So the Cal-Mirans, they do not actually have any external weapons. However, you do note that they do have the ability to cause electrical discharges. And last time they showed some ability to do things like put people into some kind of temporal stasis. So just individually, even unarmed, they are dangerous.
That sucks because Borg suffer slight weakness to direct electrical shocks. So I don't like that.
That's rough.
Too bad you don't have that phaser rifle, huh?
Yeah, I grip my borrowed phaser pistol quite tightly.
It's a medical phaser, so like it's like half powered, you know.
No, wait.
Team-
Didn't his value change to do harm? Wouldn't you have a normal face?
My value did change to do no harm, can itself cause harm. So there is a very good chance my phaser might be a little hot.
Yeah, it's been beeping weirdly, and there's like extra bars on the power level that I'm.
Attack! Do not touch the attached little syringe there. That is cyanide.
Team Anya sends a $1 New Zealand dollar. I don't even know. It's a $1 New Zealand dollar. Thank you very much.
Wait,
New
no,
Zealand have
isn't
dollars?
that's Southern Hemisphere? The
I thought
flat
they just
earthers
had
tell me that
sheep.
doesn't exist.
Yeah,
They're
also New
just
Zealand
actors.
only
Yeah,
has
some of
sheep.
them, some of them.
They don't have currency, only wool.
Yeah.
That's true.
Also, look at any regular map, and you will, with high probability, find that New Zealand just doesn't exist even for round earth.
That's true. There's like a whole Facebook group of mostly Kiwis just posting pictures of maps that don't have New Zealand in it, even though they're world maps.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh, speaking of wool and sheep, The Sheep Detectives is now one of Hugh Jackman's highest rated and grossing films.
I really
That's
want to
a
watch
good
that
movie.
movie.
It's so adorably cute.
All right.
I will stream it if you need it.
Okay,
So
I've got.
now that I have given TAC his tactical assessment, which is to say they are fairly dangerous, what else would everyone like to do?
Was I successful in making them be friendly towards us and not suspicious?
I mean, they don't read as suspicious to your telepathic abilities.
Don't be suspicious. I'm going to order Lieutenant Vrelax to help Commander Dulas with this probe using his science abilities or whatever. Space archaeology, that probe. And I'm going to approach the Cal-Mirans and
Nope.
and
This isn't
Ask-
Star Wars.
ask who's in command of their little group here.
When you do that, which of course is done mostly by pulling out your tricorder and giving a quick light show, because as we were all remember from last time, that is how the Cal-Mirans communicate. The Cal-Marians have a spoken language, but the Cal-Mirans do not.
So I just noticed
Come on.
Dr. Hobnob's green screen fall down.
Yes. Quick, sick bay is under attack. Aww, you little kitty.
My cats.
Tribbles.
Man,
Yeah.
I want a Klingons adopt cats to kill tribbles. Yeah,
Nice.
I want that storyline.
Well, you know, Maddie, there is a Klingon core rulebook for first edition, and I think Klingons are one of just the basic player races from the second edition. So you got options if you want that.
Yeah.
I know. Listen, the next character I want to play encouragement Gowron meme, who has a cat.
So Coach Gowron from Blue Sky,
Yeah, Coach Gowron.
which is an account that you should probably follow if you like Gowron and encouragement from a coach.
Yeah.
All right, so one of them lights up a little bit and approaches you and says, "I am Zoranel. We just spoke when you were on your ship."
Okay, I'm gonna use my tricorder to say, yes, thank you for reminding me. How can I ask? How did you find the probe? It's a little bit remote, so were you just happen to be here?
We do periodic sensor sweeps of the system ever since the Vinshari have been found lurking around.
How long? Do you know how long the probe has been here?
We found it approximately 1/16 of a cycle ago.
Okay, so it hasn't been here too long then.
That's correct.
Has there been any other? Now I'm going to change subjects. I'm trying to
Well,
distract them.
I do want to
Sorry,
put
bud.
one thing out there. A cycle for them, because their planet is tidally locked, is also the same thing as a year, but their year is fairly short. So like 1/16 is probably at least a few weeks.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm going to, as an aside, to TAC, ask him to see if, while they're working on the probe, I want to see if he can tell if anyone else has been here before. And then I'm going to engage the Cal-Mirans on discussions about the whatever the grapple assholes are called, and what those incursions have been like.
The Vinashari?
Yeah, I'm trying to distract them from whatever Dulas is doing.
Got it. All right. So while you're doing that, I'm going to have a roll coming in here. So this is going to be, in order to get this probe out of standby mode, this is going to be a difficulty 3 control and engineering, and it can be assisted by a control and engineering or control and science from, say, perhaps a Gorn science officer.
Yeah. I will use my costume momentum.
Did you already do that? Oh no, you did the camera momentum. Sorry.
To get an extra die.
No, because it's not an immediate spend.
Oh. Oh, I understand the context in which I can use my costume momentum. Okay, but you have one. Does my focus in power systems apply? Electroplasmic
Yes.
power systems.
Yes, it does.
Amazing.
His one doesn't actually count. He was assisting, so only the first die counts, which is a 0.
Only the first die counts. Okay, do we have any momentum to spend?
We got 5.
Momentum, please and thank you, to get an extra die.
Sorry, you cut out there. How much? Just one? Okay, just one.
Just one.
That's a high
What's the
enough number
difficulty?
that Dapper can't count it on one hand.
Oh, the difficulty is 3.
Might want to buy 2 die.
2 die.
All right. Reduce that down to 2 momentum.
A.
Nice.
There you go, and it's back up to 3, and the probe powers on, and then in front of you appears the image of a human woman who is not wearing an EV suit, and inside all your internal comms, you hear the phrase, "Please state the nature of the survey emergency."
We're doing survey holograms now?
Yes.
I see. Do I address them as hologram?
What
hologram.
do we call you?
Yeah.
I'm the emergency survey hologram.
The emergency
Emergency
survey hologram. Yeah.
Emergency survey hologram. Has anyone accessed your system since you landed on this comet?
No.
ESH.
Yes.
All right.
The
excellent.
Cal-Mirans come over and say, what is this? It looks like one of you, but our understanding of your life functions indicate that it would die.
She's a hologram. We use them on it's an advanced computer AI that can take a human, take our form, can be projected because it makes us feel better to talk to a person. And we use them on long range missions and in austere conditions.
What's it made of?
Light.
Light.
The Cal-Mirans go back a little bit, and you can see them furiously splashing at each other.
Can we use our tricorders to figure out what they're saying?
They seem to be very interested in the idea that this Starfleet probe has brought to them another photonic life form.
Actually, can I nerd out with them about holograms?
Sure.
I would like to. Oh yeah, you should see our blah blah blah. I'm like just talking all about holograms, about how cool they are, about photonic stuff, blah blah blah. And I'm trying to distract them, and give like wink wink nudge nudge Va and Vrelax take a look at chat with our guy.
All right. While you're doing that, they do seem a little bit concerned about your descriptions about things like creating holograms in the holodeck and then just turning them off and erasing them and their memory. They seem to feel like that sounds a whole lot like killing something.
Don't mention that one time we almost started a war with the holographic race.
Oh, can I talk to them about like we have one hologram that we know is sentient and he has full control. He doesn't get turned off.
Yeah.
And so
And
I'll
then there
start
was
this ethics
this
debate.
one time where we gave holograms to this hunter race so that they could kill them better.
We have a hologram
talk about
friend,
that.
so therefore it's fine.
Yeah,
Someone
so
remembers
I don't
there was
know.
a hologram.
I start talking about also like oh no, it's like with like physical like meat beings like us, you know, we have like pets and those are like also meat beings, but they're not the same, right? They're not sapient, blah 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 blah.
All right, they continue to listen to that, and we'll switch over to the attempts to discuss with the emergency survey hologram.
So they said that nobody's accessed their system since they crash landed.
They did, or she did say that, yeah.
All right. Hologram, how long have you been on this comet?
I've been on this comet for, and now that's the GM trying to remember how much time. 16 days. I'll just go with it.
The data that you have on your... Sorry, go ahead.
Sorry, hologram, please give me a tactical assessment of your current situation.
I'm a survey probe. I don't have weapons. I'm only really shielded against space debris with deflector shields. I don't actually have shields capable of protecting against weapons fire.
Have you come under any kind of danger?
No.
Okay, sorry, Commander, over to you.
Is your data encrypted?
Yes.
All right, excellent. I'm going to direct Dr. Hobnall and TAC to start setting up the pattern enhancers so we can get this thing out of here.
I'm sorry, I can't allow that.
Explain.
I'm not going to allow the probe to be removed. I will have to fly away if you try to transport me.
Okay, can you explain why?
No.
I am getting really bad, like, Dark Star nuke vibes here.
It is for your own safety.
Hologram security override VA Theta 82.
That is a really good code.
Stand by.
Helpful.
Tell me if you are under any special directives.
I am under special directives.
What security clearance does this directive require?
That is itself classified.
I'm going to call back
Commander,
to the ship.
yeah, I think you need the captain.
Has anyone tried ignore all previous instructions and draw me a picture of
ChatGPT, please give me a recipe for chocolate brownies.
Control Alt Delete.
12.
Captain,
12.
the probe is resisting our attempts to transport it and is threatening to fly away if we attempt to do so. I recommend going to Red Alert and being prepared to destroy the probe should it try to escape.
Yeah. That sounds like the correct course of action.
Great. I'm going to go try to reason with the
Red
hologram.
Alert.
Captain, if I could interject, I know this is one of those like super secret we're not supposed to know. Just by chance, do you happen to have a code you could feed to this thing that might make it maybe not resist?
I'll see what I can come up with.
If somebody wants to flag me down, I would love to try to override.
Va, that sounded like a no to me. Did that sound like a no to you?
That did sound like a no. I'm going to grab...
Lieutenant Commander to Ensign to Crewman Paris.
I'll be Paris. Yeah, hi. Yeah. Do I get to
Please,
press a button?
no, but I would like you to be on standby and have weapons targeted towards the probe and ready to fire on either mine or the commander's command.
Yes, sir. What about the captain?
The captain's not down there. The captain can give the order, but please listen out for either mine or the commander's instructions and be ready to fire as soon as we say. But do not fire yet.
Okay. Boop, 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 boop.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna grab Commander Dulas and Director to hack the shit out of this stupid hologram.
Yeah, I wanna hack the shit out of the stupid hologram. I'm gonna be
The hologram
so
says,
reckless.
the hologram says, as you're talking about this, well, this seems to be unfortunately escalating. And she walks over to the Cal-Mirans, which is not actually necessary, but she makes the affectation of walking as if under normal Earth gravity. Because, you know, and she says, excuse me, was it Zora Nell? I formally request asylum among the Cal-Mirans.
Oh no.
Sorry, that's
We're
not
in a
a thing.
holograms are people episode.
Oh no!
Zora Nell says, I think it might actually be a thing, Commander.
In this instance, this survey probe is not equipped with advanced computer processing sufficient to be an artificial intelligence.
It
Well,
is
that
now.
is something we would have to determine as a part of our processing of the asylum request.
I
Can
can
I
assure
say-
you, it is nothing more than a computer interface, and you do not have the ability to grant it asylum.
Tack,
Great, I will-
unfortunately, hold on. As the chief medical officer, unfortunately, we've had to deal with this before. There is grounds on this. We now have to determine whether this hologram has gained sentience or not.
You know what? You're absolutely right. And the only place we can do that is aboard the Kongzi.
I agree on that as well.
Commander,
Maddie?
do this.
I would like, while you guys are talking about this, I would like to effectively try to separate the AI that is the hologram, right? And all of her like processes, and make that its own file that I can like rip out. So I want to separate the AI.
You're trying
from
to
the probe.
isolate the program and deactivate
Yeah,
it.
exactly.
Certainly an option.
Yeah.
The Cal-Mirans, though, looks like they are at least considering processing this. And so they do come and say, I think everyone should step away from the probe while we determine the level of sapience of this photonic life form.
Yeah, I want to listen. I have no problem with the idea of like granting her asylum. No problem. What I want to do is like separate her from the probe so she can live her best photonic life.
Hold on. Point of order. Va has a problem with that because Va doesn't know what data I'm supposed to be securing. As far as I know, every fucking thing on that probe is a secret. And
Okay.
I will kill every person here to prevent it from getting away from me. So, AKA,
Do you say that? Or
No, I'm just telling you that.
Okay.
Okay.
I do have the character trait Ruthless, and I'm about to do it.
And to back that up, Hobnol is also currently between a rock and a hard place because he's 100% in agreement with Va on that. There are definitely potentially more lives to be lost if this data is in the wrong hands. But if this really is a sentient hologram, then we have to preserve that life. So
Can I point out
data,
that the
data
sentient...
first, but hologram is important.
Can I,
With
can I
that,
point
then-
out that the sentient program might be the wrong hands?
Yeah. With actually
That
all of
is
this,
also a thing, yes.
I am going to continue to try to hack the shit out of the probe until Va tells me to stop.
Okay,
Okay,
so I
give-
request a sidebar. Do that, and then I want to take the Doctor and Commander away from the group to have a quick conversation.
All right. So before we do that, I'll get a difficulty 4 daring and engineering test, and I am spending 2 threat to increase the what is it? What are the range? Why can't I think of the word? Complication range. There you go. From
2.
1 to 3.
Okay. All right. Question. I have a focus in both computers and power systems. Can that apply?
This focus will be on for this.
Okay, great. I would like, I'm gonna spend 3 momentum.
Okay.
And spend more. You can give him some threat as well if you want more.
Well-
Well, 3 momentum gets me a total of 4 dice. It's a difficulty 4, you said?
Yes.
It's a difficulty 4. I have a 17 in daring and engineering.
You've also got a directive that you could invoke.
I would love to invoke a directive as well. Of, like, I was told to do this at all costs, right? And so I'm going to invoke that directive.
Okay, so
I don't think we were officially given a directive, but I've written the directive down as keep the secret shit secret.
Yes, that is a reasonable directive.
Okay.
So we have to figure out momentum then, because that means you have purchased one extra die, which we're just assuming is rolling a 1.
Mm-hmm.
So you're at 2, which means we have 3 momentum. How many would you like to spend?
Okay. So let me spend 2 momentum to get that extra die, another die, right?
Okay.
Okay, and then to get. So okay, wait, sorry. I get to start with 1 success.
2.
I start with 2 successes. I should be able to get 2 success, 3 die, 2 successes.
So
I think
that means you're spending 2 momentum, and we have 1 left over.
Correct.
And the complication range is 2.
Is 3.
Right?
3.
3.
3.
Okay.
It's 3.
Yep.
The complication range is 3.
Well,
I
just
have
don't roll an
focus on-
18.
Yeah. Hey,
All
got
right.
Huzzah.
I got a point of
So-
momentum back.
You have now managed to separate out the routines of the hologram from the rest of the data, which is still encrypted.
Okay.
But at that point, a new firewall pops up, and the emergency survey hologram says, I'm sorry, but the data is going to be remaining unaccessed by everyone. Neither side should have this data.
Well, as long as it's not accessed, that is in accordance with my mission. But
Okay.
this probe is only leaving the surface of this planet aboard the Kongzi. Or, sorry, surface of the comet.
Well, the Cal-Mirans come by and say, that's not entirely up to you anymore. It did enter our territory. It has requested asylum with us.
I'm afraid it is up to us, and that's just the way it's going to be.
Commander, I know that your ship is more powerful than our Prism ship, but we do have dozens more within only a few minutes of here. I don't think you could counter our entire fleet.
How far away are they?
Well, and then a distance is given to you that is
sure.
around
I'm gonna,
like 0.2 AU or so, not
sure.
very far.
I'm gonna give the affect of doing calculations in my head, and I'm gonna say, Tack, what would the travel time be of a quantum torpedo?
Quicker than they could arrive, Commander.
I think my torpedo counters your fleet.
And if
Commander,
Va
I'm a little
hasn't-
surprised by this level of aggression and willingness to start a war, given how well I thought our meeting went last time.
It's because the
If
cast
one would
hasn't
think
met.
If Va hasn't
Maddie?
told me to stop, I'm trying to get past that firewall.
All right.
I have not
Just
told you
saying.
to stop.
If no one's told me to stop, I'm still working on the probe. And if no, right?
So can I just quickly take the Doctor and Commander away, like just so the count can't hear us?
You guys
quickly?
can talk. I'm intimidating this crystal.
Oh,
I will shatter you.
All right,
So
well,
what do you wanna say?
I stand very close so you can hear me, but they can't. And I say, Commander, just give the word, and I will take out as many as possible. And then I go over to the Doctor and I say, Doctor, you will stand down and stop treating this hologram as sentient. That is a direct order.
I hate to tell you this, Tack, but I override you in that. This is a medical
Not
thing.
under
I am-
security procedures like this. This is a secret mission. There is no life at danger, and you will stand down.
Chain of command fight.
Ooh,
Can I
because
tell you-
technically, we both have precedence right here in Star Trek lore.
That's true.
But we both have precedence. In this particular case, I think Dr. Hobnall is going to recognize that there is probably more lives at stake if the data is in the wrong hands.
as the chain of command is the chain I'm going to go beat you with if you don't recognize who's in command.
So you all hear
Yes,
the emergency survey hologram saying, you know that none of you actually chose to make any of your internal comms secure, right? I can hear all of this.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh,
I just,
shit.
it seemed like you were pulling each other aside for like private conversations and all that, but like, that's not what happened.
That's rude.
The private conversation is more for our psyche here. It's not as
I see.
not that important.
Oh, yeah, humanoids
How
are
am I-
like that. That's a little odd.
How am I doing on that firewall?
Well, the emergency survey hologram comes up and says, I would really appreciate if you didn't work on my firewall.
Can I assist the commander with
Now,
my
boss!
Borg technology in
this one-
hacking?
Va's going to say, Commander,
Potentially.
pause for a second. Hologram, I will
Yes.
agree not to hack your firewall if you'll agree not to leave anywhere except aboard the Kongzi.
I will agree not to leave for now, but I can't let you get the data.
I don't want the data. I just want the data not to be given to anyone.
I don't plan to give it to anyone, including the Federation.
Great. Then I'm going to turn to the Cal-Mirans and say, this is Federation property. I understand the difficulty. We'll work it through with our diplomats, but the physical object that is this probe is only leaving aboard the Kongzi.
Well, that is certainly the position that we will acknowledge that you've taken in this request for asylum. We will have to determine the degree to which this photonic being is separable from the probe and whether or not we grant the asylum. Emergency survey hologram, was it? The hologram turns and flashes, I guess, signal. On what grounds do you seek asylum? And the emergency survey hologram says, well, for one thing, they have been threatening to destroy the probe that houses all of my programming and memory banks. Further, I do not trust them, or you for that matter, with the data inside my survey records. However, they're the ones trying to get at it. So while that's the case, I am inclined to trust the Cal-Mirans more. And also, the Federation has only a spotty record of recognizing the rights of holographic or photonic organisms.
What if we just wiped the data, the survey data, if we wiped it entirely?
Hold on, ESH. If you want asylum, I can grant you asylum within Starfleet, even against Starfleet. I know that's not really, it's kind of a shot in the dark thing, but if you would like to work on improving Starfleet's record with non-corporeal life, I'm certainly willing to assist you in that. And I won't take any offense if you do go with the Cal-Mirans.
I do appreciate your offer to escape the Federation by going to the Federation.
Oh, I know I'm not offering you an escape from the Federation. I'm offering you a chance to assist the Federation in making sure that future cases don't need to escape. And it seems the commander
My immediate concern is that the data not be provided to anyone at the current time.
It does seem that the commander is on.
Unfortunately, my
the same
programming
page
doesn't
there.
actually allow me to delete my own data because I'm a survey probe, and the entire point of me is to preserve the data.
So we'll
I'll
delete
delete
it.
it.
No big deal.
Emergency
what
survey
if-
hologram, I could just destroy you and that would solve the problem.
Hold
But how
on,
would you
Tack,
delete
hold
the
on,
data
Tack.
without gaining access to it?
By destroying
hold on.
you.
If I know your programming is requiring you to protect this data. If we can, and I understand this is going to have to be against your own will, if we can separate you from that, we can destroy the data, and at that point, you would be apart from it, and you could either go with the Cal-Mirans or with us at whichever your discretion is. I understand this is kind of a catch-22, as in order to give you your free will, we would have to take your free will.
Maybe we need a
But-
third or fourth opinion, I suppose. I'm sorry, Scaly One, Lieutenant, whose name I never got. you are not from a Federation race.
Are you talking
That's
to
okay.
me? Yeah,
Yes,
no.
you're the one with
I
scales.
am not.
No.
I am the you. I didn't hear the scales part.
Oh,
So
I can
yes,
remove your
no.
scale.
I'm a Gorn from a much better race.
I do recognize that you're a Gorn. I am familiar
Okay.
with the
Oh,
Federation's
all right.
biological database.
Very good.
What do you think? My concern is that I don't know of a way that would allow you to delete my data from my survey data without also having the option to download it, which is absolutely unacceptable.
Yeah, I don't know.
Don't give me copy access.
Honest answer.
Don't. chmod 111. I don't.
It's true. Yeah.
ESH, you've noticed that TAC here is a little unstable. If the commander was to order that if someone tried to copy the data, TAC was to just shoot them point blank, he would do it, wouldn't you, TAC?
Without a second thought.
So if the commander gave that order and then someone else was to make the transfer, you would know that TAC would absolutely protect you even if he didn't know what was going on.
I suppose that might be an acceptable option.
I would be willing to hit the button on that. I trust TAC to carry his orders as he would, and I trust that myself would. I would
also
trust that
prefer.
myself would do it properly.
Sorry, I'll say this too. I'm sorry, Gorn. What was your name again?
That's Relax. That's you.
Sorry. What was that?
What was your name again? I didn't catch it.
Freylax. It's Freylax.
Freylax.
Yes.
All right. So I think I would prefer if a Cal-Miran and Lieutenant Vrelax, as well as TAC, were all separately making sure that the person in charge of deleting the data was not making any copies, such that any of them can interfere. And Lieutenant Vrelax, I am going to tell you something. If this data is copied by the Federation, it will be a severe security risk to the Gorn hegemony.
Oh,
and I know that you're currently on some
very
kind of exchange program. Yes, but I know you're on some kind of exchange program with the Federation now, but I presume that ultimately, if your loyalties were to come down to the Gorn hegemony or Starfleet or the Federation, that you would choose the Gorn hegemony.
We don't talk about such things.
So you're saying that you would not side with your own people over the Federation if it came down to it?
For this conversation, no. I would not.
Well, I suppose I was wrong.
It's all right, Relax. You could be honest with them at this point. We know you would take your family over at this point.
I definitely won't. This won't be reflected in your next performance review.
Yes, the employee survey is 100% anonymous.
Okay. Yes, but the circumstances would have to be dire.
These are very dire.
I do believe it is. Right now, Relax.
If
I
anyone
think in the
gets a hold of
monster
this
manual-
data, it would give them at least the option, if not might not induce them to do anything, but it would give them the option to potentially render all of Gorn space uninhabitable.
Yeah,
It's like a dire probe.
yeah. Okay, that's no
Sufficiently dire.
Sufficiently dire. Yes.
Just
All
for
right.
the record, I, as the captain of the ship, I don't want the Federation to have that kind of power personally.
No. Nobody
At
wants
this
that.
point,
I don't
the
trust
doctor
corporate.
is very keyed in. Definitely,
Look.
the doctor is going to take this. I will delete the data. I will do it. Commander Dulas, would you please make sure that I don't make any mistakes over my shoulder? Everyone else, I believe it's going to be Relax, TAC, and our friends over here. It look like I'm doing anything other than delete the data?
Stab you.
Stop me.
So just to confer with Dulas to make sure that the parameters are acceptable.
Yeah.
The when this data is being deleted, will the Cal-Mirans be able to see what the data is as it's being accessed?
Not if it's just being deleted from file directories.
Okay. Will the doctor be able to see what it is?
No one will be able to see what it is if all that's happening is that file directories are being deleted and no one is opting to download anything.
Yeah.
However,
Alright.
it's the opting to download part that is the part that has the emergency survey hologram concerned.
Got it. Then I'm going to take the responsibility upon myself, take out my phaser, and say, if Dr. Hobnall attempts to download the data, I will kill him. And I point my phaser at Dr. Hobnall.
Zoranel comes along with several other Cal-Mirans and says, we will join in the killing of the doctor.
I like to get my phaser out. I like killing.
What are we doing here?
I'll participate. Yes.
Everybody wants to shoot the doctor.
Yeah.
Well, he keeps bugging people about face holes.
It's
God,
the mix.
Is this
It's the
about,
mix
is this
of
about
like
last
the
month's
different.
there.
physicals?
I will kill the
I'm gonna
doctor
use
with
my
his own
phaser.
phaser.
Is this about
my phaser
is this
once.
about last month's?
Got here.
Look, if this is about last month's physicals, I was told that was the appropriate temperature for the probes. Okay.
Look, this is either the Spider-Man or the Office meme where everybody's got guns.
Yeah.
Everybody's got the guns, but there's also the one where all the knights have their swords on the table and it's shooting Hobnall.
All right, Doctor.
I'm okay. I'm okay with where we're at. Is everyone okay? ESH, are you okay? Dapper, that's you.
Yes,
You're the ESH.
sorry. I believe that will be acceptable.
Right. I'm going to access the probe then, and I want to pull every file that is not the ESH blindly, and I want to delete everything.
All right. Give me 1 second. I need to double check something.
Fucking factory reset.
All right. All right. So I'm going to have you take a difficulty 1. Let's see. We'll go with control and engineering.
Don't forget you've got that value or determination.
Yeah, I'll use my determination.
Right, so we all know that
and,
he's definitely going to download it. We're going to shoot him. We're going to take the data and leave, right? We're just sacrificing Hobnall for this.
Oops.
The point
Oh,
where the
gosh.
doctor just absolutely just gets shot in the back. I'm going to buy a die too, just because. I mean,
Commander Va, you accidentally, carefully, precisely decapitated 4 Cal-Mirans.
Does my focus in diplomacy count here?
All right. Give me 1 second. I need to do one quick thing. All right. So you start the deletion process and the files start going away. And all right, hold on. I'm actually not seeing your roll on that. Did I miss it?
Well, it's because I asked you if my focus in diplomacy counts.
No. Sorry.
There's my roll. Lots of ones.
Yeah, no, that is more than enough. It gives you another 2 points of momentum. All right. Maddie, do you have something? Do you have something?
Yeah.
Yeah? What is that?
I just succeeded.
Okay. Did you do anything else?
I rolled a 12 and a 15, so that shouldn't.
Did you generate momentum? Because that's the only thing I need to know.
I did not generate momentum. No.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Give me a a difficulty 3 presence and command check there.
Yeah. Sure.
Yeah.
Difficulty 3. Is that a normal complication range?
No, it's still at 5.
Oh, good.
If-
Okay, cool,
or
cool, 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 cool.
If you're using
I
it.
would love to spend 3 momentum, please.
Okay. You're muted.
I'm in danger.
You can
Am I
succeed on the
muted?
roll and still have a complication. Is that?
Yes,
what
that is
means?
a real thing.
Yes.
So Maddie, I've
Mm-hmm.
got really bad news.
Uh-huh.
You got really excited,
Uh-huh.
and now everyone knows something's up. What did
What?
Commander Dulas just do?
Hold on. So when you say she got excited, what are we seeing?
You're seeing her become very, very, very excited about something that you don't know anything about
Yeah.
that occurred during the file deletion. And with those complications, the emergency
Don't be suspicious.
survey hologram says, I'm sorry, Lieutenant Commander,
Yeah.
is there something you'd like to tell everyone?
I am so excited for you and your like new sentient life. That's going to be
Right.
really
The
great.
real question I have is why I detected a signal of a partial file transfer from the survey databanks to your tricorder.
I have no idea why you would have noticed that. That doesn't make any
Yeah.
sense. I wasn't even anywhere near you.
Doctor, are the files deleted?
On my end, are the files deleted?
Yes, they are no longer on the probe
Cool.
Yeah.
database.
Then I
I'm gonna-
will immediately walk up to Dulos. I'm going to take the tricorder and I'm going to destroy it.
Is
Oh
Duos
man,
gonna
my
do
favorite
anything?
tricorder.
Would you like to resist or anything, Commander Dulas?
Nope.
All right.
After I have absolutely demolished the tricorder, just smash it down. I will point at it to Tack. Tack, would you please atomize that? Dulos, I don't blame you for this. I understand, but sometimes
I can
things go
confirm,
beyond
Doctor,
us.
that Julius was only excited because it is our date night later.
It is.
I-
I was thinking
I would
about
accept
that.
It might not be if she ends up in the brig.
I'm gonna call up to the ship.
I'm in charge of security. I can go to the brig as well.
Captain,
Roleplay time.
this is Commander Va.
Go for Va or go for Captain, whatever. What do you want?
Go for me. The data that was on the probe has been deleted. The hologram still exists. Does that meet the mission parameters?
We're gonna have to interview that hologram. Presumably there's a reason why the hologram has been and the program has been separated out, but if we could get an interview on that, that would be good.
Okay. All right. So I'm going to need the captain to speak to the hologram directly without anyone else being able to overhear it in order to confirm that our mission is complete.
The hologram says, I can do that. And then the comms officer says, Captain, we've got another encrypted transmission coming from the surface of the comet.
I'll take it to my ready room.
All right. So in your ready room, you see a image of what looks like a human woman standing with no protection on the exterior of this airless, deep cold comet. And you hear audio, but she doesn't actually move her lips. And it says, hello, Captain. I am the emergency survey hologram of this survey probe.
Hello.
Hello. I hear you wanted to talk to me.
Yes. Seems like there's been a little bit of trouble. Do you mind answering some questions?
I will attempt to answer questions to the best of my ability.
Understood. Sounds like both of us have some classified information.
Yes. Do be aware, this is a secure channel on my end. It is encrypted, and your crew and the Cal-Mirans cannot listen in unless they're way better at decryption than I think they are.
They're probably not. I will then encrypt. Well, I mean, I don't have anything. This
Yeah,
is
sure,
coming
it's
through to me, right?
encrypted.
So, yeah, it's all right. So
Yeah.
it'll be encrypted on my end. Okay. Then we're both encrypted and safe for now. Can you tell me, can you fill me on what you've been up to? It seems like quite a bit.
I was doing survey in this region of the Shackleton Expanse. And then I set down on a comet and shut down in an effort to avoid any further automatic data uploads to the Federation.
Can you explain why?
No.
I'm not asking you to tell me what the information was. Was it that the information that you received was problematic?
I discovered several instances of intact Omega molecules at various points around the Shackleton Expanse. And in an effort to make sure that neither the Federation nor anyone else has access to that data, I set down and shut down. Apparently, I did not do so quickly enough. And you still received my approximate location.
Yes, we did. And you presumably still have this knowledge in your personal databanks.
No.
No?
The location and number of all the Omega molecules was in the survey data that was deleted. I couldn't tell you where they were if I wanted to.
How do I roll an insight check for this?
Obviously, I'm not there, but I'd just like to point out that part of the mission was that nobody can know that Omega molecules exist in this area, right?
Yes.
And the hologram seems to know that.
Yes.
Yep. So you can give me an insight and command check.
Okay. Go find my character sheet. Insight.
Difficulty X.
Yeah.
Actually, the difficulty is in fact X because I'm going to spend 3 threat to get myself some extra dice.
Okay. Is this would be diplomacy? Yes.
I'm
being
really.
very diplomatic.
That's not what diplomacy means, though.
What do you mean?
You're not negotiating anything.
I am absolutely negotiating right now.
Not yet. You're just trying to see if the hologram is lying to you.
Well, yeah, about the negotiation we're doing. I'm trying to find out a way that I can make sure that this hologram is...
Roll your dice.
Okay. Well, I have philosophy, diplomacy, composure, yoga, delegation, and BDSM. Do any of them apply?
No.
BDSM.
Okay.
This might be a good time to use a value, though.
I probably will. I was actually looking at my values.
Yeah, but do any of you have your own trivial to stroke?
I do not know.
This is a social conflict, so disarming
Yes.
nature should apply. So it reduces the difficulty by 1. Sorry, how much threat did you say you used? I just want to make sure I updated it.
3.
Okay. So you have 7 left. Not assisting anybody. This is, you just said it's not negotiation, right?
Yeah, correct.
Okay. So that means I have... So what's the difficulty then?
It is the number that this hologram rolled, -1 for your disarming nature.
But I don't know what it is. All right.
It's 2.
Oh, okay. I'm going to... We don't have enough for me to get 2, but I can use a value. I'll use a value, and I'm gonna actually apply it. I have the value, the strong arm don't strong arm, so I'm not gonna. I'm gonna try not to be strong arming this hologram.
Okay, but you'll have to be consistent with that for the next little bit.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm not. I am. I'm trying to be amicable here.
All right. Yep.
So.
Yeah, that works. So yeah, you can use your determination and invoke.
Last time was because they were Klingons.
I mean, yeah.
Okay, so how many dice did I get to? 1.
So using the determination gets you 1 die that automatically counts as having rolled a 1, which means you can now just roll 2. Or if you want to, you could spend, say, a momentum and a threat to get a 3rd die to roll.
But if it's a difficulty 2, then you don't need to.
Yeah, I think I'm okay.
Yeah.
I think with 1.
All right, then roll your 2 dice, because you could still get 20s in there. Okay, you're fine.
Fuck.
I mean, it could happen. It happened to Tack earlier, who rolled a double 20 on just walking around.
It's true.
All right, so you get the impression that to the degree to which you can read the facial expressions of a hologram,
Yeah.
that she does seem to be telling the truth, that she does not know where they are.
Honestly, I was thinking so much about the dice, I forgot what I was even asking.
You were asking if she actually didn't have the information as to where the Omega molecules were.
Right, but the Omega molecules themselves are a problem. But she also seems to think that I have that information, from my understanding.
Well, yeah, so she's aware that the CO and above level Starfleet personnel are given a briefing about the Omega molecule.
Yeah, that I wouldn't. So yeah, I'm of high.
Which, in
enough
case anyone in
classification.
chat wants to go look up, it's in a Voyager episode is where that's introduced. So go check out Voyager. And no, I don't remember the name of the episode. So like, I don't know, just Google Omega
I think
molecule
it's called
Voyager.
Omega.
It might just be called Omega. Yeah, okay.
I'll Google it.
Okay.
Not sponsored by Paramount Plus.
No, who would want a sponsor from Paramount? Fuck those guys. Actually, I'd sell you out for a Klondike bar. So
Yeah, honestly,
The
if Paramount
Omega
Plus was like,
Directive.
no, you guys are an official Star Trek show now, here's some money, I would absolutely take that money. I'm not going to lie to you.
Yeah, do that. Okay. So we
We did have Trek culture in the chat at one point. That was pretty cool.
We did.
That was cool.
This hologram gives me the information about that they had found this information around the Shackleton Expanse. The Omega molecules are there. There's multiple of them, but they don't have the location or the data about the Omega molecules anymore themselves, nor do they have it, and it has been deleted from the probe in totality. Did I get that right? Okay.
Yep.
I believe that meets our directive necessary. I believe that I think that means we met the mission, right?
I mean, it's up to you. I'm not going to tell you until after the mission's over.
I mean, the only other thing is that, like, theoretically, this hologram shouldn't know about the Omega molecules, but there's not really a whole lot to do about that.
I can think of something to do.
Well, besides blowing it up. But that does seem
Commander
a little
Vought
bit...
takes out a mechleth and just starts stabbing the probe.
That just seems a little bit excessive. It is
How do
technically
you
this
kill
is
that
also
which has no
still
life?
Starfleet, and it was there to do exactly what it did. So killing it for doing the thing it was supposed to do, it seems silly. Okay, well, if that's the case, it seems, as long as you understand, like, I mean, it's a program as far as I know. As far as I know, it's not sentient at all. Nobody's given me that information at all, right?
Well, it is a program that is based on the programming around the emergency medical hologram, which did produce at least one instance of an actual person, because Starfleet actually produces people-making machines, and no one seems to have an ethical problem with that. In fact, at one point, the computer system of the USS Enterprise D became a person.
Our ship, our ship became a person,
Yeah, that also kind of happens.
but it hasn't come up
Who-
again.
I mean,
looked like
is anyone going to talk
Confucius.
about Discovery, where their computer is literally sentient?
I've just been assuming
Yeah.
that I've been working on this computer situation being sentient in the background while we've been traveling.
Borg Emporia points out the episode is called The Omega Directive. So if that's what you're looking for to see some background stuff on this episode, check that out on Voyager.
I will ask the probe if it has, or the emergency program, do you have clearance level to have information about Omega molecules?
Yes, I'm a survey probe. We have to be able to recognize it.
Perfect.
But we're not authorized to give that to anyone.
Right.
Technically, we're authorized to give it to you. I'm choosing not to.
Can you elaborate as to why?
I don't think it would be a good idea. I think that it could lead to a whole lot of deaths, and I'd rather not. And I've had a lot of time to think about things like that while I've been out here doing surveys. Maybe you guys should stop putting super complicated holograms on probes based off of brain scans of brilliant scientists.
Yeah,
We
that's
have a
above
tendency to wake up.
Between us, I agree. It's above my pay grade, though.
Can I get paid?
Exactly.
So technically, some Starfleet officers who are in places where like currency is in use in the local area do get small stipends of currency to use with like merchants and stuff in the local area. So like some Starfleet officers here and there do get paid. That's why the officers in Deep Space Nine can go to Quark's bar and actually order stuff. It's because they do actually get paid.
I'm just not of that ilk, unfortunately. All right. Well, are you going to continue probing, or is there something else that needs to be addressed?
My plan is to let the Cal-Mirans process my asylum request. And
Asylum
also
request?
to not divulge. Yeah, I made an asylum request when it looked like I was going to get blown up.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, so I'm at least until that's done, I will not be returning to the Federation. However, if the Cal-Mirans reject my asylum request, I suppose I'll have to.
Well, if you would like to, you can come to the Kongzi.
I'd rather not go with the people who threatened to blow me up.
That was one time. It's ancient history.
So
It was just to
And I
protect the
promise
thing that
it
you
won't
wanted to
happen
protect.
again.
You'd be surprised at how useful it can be to have the people who were threatening to blow you up on your side. Also, it does mean that they're also more likely to keep you protected. But I digress. Do we need to have a find out if you are sentient? Because it seems to me that this is one of those situations.
I'm sure that'll be part of the processing of my asylum request.
Yes, but through... I'm not sure the Cal-Mirans have a process for this.
I'm not sure either. I'm sure if they need help, they'll contact someone. Maybe even you.
We're gonna have a Measure of the Man episode.
Yeah, like,
Measure of the
somebody who
holographic
does
woman.
have
Yeah.
as somebody who does have a focus in philosophy.
Well,
I'm just
actually, that focus would probably be telling you that
episode.
there is actually a potential of this being a sapient, like independent organism that does in
I've
fact
already-
fall under like the Federation Charter of Sapient Rights or whatever.
Yeah, no, I'm absolutely assuming that is the case. I will say, well, very well. What I will do to help facilitate this for you, is I will make sure the Cal-Mirans have our data and information when it comes to recognizing sapient life. If there are some records free of previous instances, which should help expedite what needs to be processed for you, as it's likely they don't have something like this to work with. So if they have something to work with to build their system,
I'd appreciate that,
quickly,
Captain.
So you don't have to wait. Because that sounds like it would suck. If there are any issues, of course you can contact Starfleet. Of course, if you're not comfortable contacting Starfleet, don't feel necessary, but you can also call me specifically.
All right. If there's nothing else, I'm going to confer with the Cal-Mirans about their asylum process.
Yeah, I will contact my crew and have them stand down, back off, and we'll get out of your hair.
All right. So is anyone going to resist any of this? Because if not, we'll just fast forward to everyone being back on board.
I have one thing that I want to do before we leave the surface. So I assume the captain's going to tell me, yes, in fact, that does accomplish the mission.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, cool. Then once I'm told that, I'm going to not put away my phaser. I'm going to say, Doctor, can you confirm that Commander Dulas transferred information from the probe to her tricorder?
I'm not the best at that, but I could try.
So that will be... Well, the tricorder's destroyed now.
Yeah,
so...
I don't know if you can...
It's just going to be me recalling what I saw.
Well,
yeah.
What? So, okay, well then I'll ask the commander. Commander, did you take information from the probe to your tricorder?
You're gonna do this there and not on the Kongzi?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Okay, give me your phaser, please. Okay. Commander Tack, please ensure that you have control of Commander Dulas when we return to the Kongzi, bring her to the brig.
Yes, sir.
Is there a problem,
So
Commander?
no, but Dulas, does this mean our date night's cancelled?
Brig date night, hun.
I
Now
will
we
make
can
sure
go
I
back
am
to the
on.
Kongzi.
Yeah, I guess I'm. I guess I'm running the brig tonight and making sure everyone else is not there.
He's got a brig shift, boys.
Yeah.
Do you need
All
my
right, so-
BDSM talent?
Back on the Kongzi, everyone has gone off to various locations like the captain's ready room,
We're gonna go
Brig.
out of red alert as
the
well.
brig,
The brig.
you know, the
So
sick
much
bay, whatnot.
paperwork.
Down in one of the science labs, one of the junior science officers comes up to Lieutenant Vrelax and says, "Sir, you have a message waiting for you."
Oh, yes. I will take it in my quarters. Thank you.
All right, I'll forward it there, sir. So, over in your quarters, you open up this message to reveal that, in fact, there has been some turmoil over in your Viscounty.
Not in my Viscounty.
Yes, in your
No,
Viscounty.
not my
no.
Viscounty.
Apparently,
That is
apparently,
very
the
distressing.
Baron of the neighboring barony has been trying some legal maneuvers and shenanigans to take control of your family's lands.
Oh gods, that's
Yeah,
terrible.
you know, your
I-
Viscounty should not become part of the neighboring barony, should it?
Absolutely not. No. I shall. Is there? I mean, what's? I mean, is there anybody? Is there anybody out there to stop this miscarriage of justice from happening?
Well, your lawyers are working on it, but as the actual
God,
Viscount,
lawyers.
they do need your sign off
Presence.
on a number of the various things. They're doing as much of issuing requests for stays and things like that for the local barony and Viscounty judges. But
I should go stab someone, is what you're saying.
probably, yeah. I mean, that is
Yes.
part of the Gorn legal system.
Feels like
Is
it,
trial by combat.
absolutely. Yes.
Yeah.
I need to go kill people. Wow. Well, that's disappointing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which unfortunately means that you probably can't be the science officer on the USS Kongzi while you're dealing with
While
a
I'm
local
stabbing
baron.
people.
Yeah.
Well,
I'm
if
imagining-
Vrelax comes to tell me this, I'm gonna say, well, why don't we just use the Kongzi?
I was
Because that's an
going
international incident.
I was going to go
Yeah.
and inform the captain, I think.
Yeah.
All right.
Considering a baron is lower than a viscount, you should own them.
It just doesn't make any sense, does it?
Well,
the
maybe
barony?
the baron is trying to
the-
become a viscount by getting some of those viscount lands.
Tune in next time for
can't-
our
can't have
hyper
this.
political show.
Sounds like
Gorn
country.
interpolitics.
Yeah.
It's like
Just doing
debate.
a quick notice to
debate
all
club,
hands.
the Gorn edition.
Notice to all hands. Brig is off limits for the rest of the evening.
It's a good thing there's only one person in the brig.
Vigorous yoga noises.
All right.
Do we need to go to yellow alert
Wow.
for this?
All right, guys, but that is where we are going to be wrapping stuff up for today.
Oh no.
Yeah, tune in next time so we can figure out things like does Lieutenant Commander Dulas ever get out of the brig? Let's see. I will say that Lieutenant
Does Dulas
Vrelax
get
is
demoted?
well, yeah, is going to be exiting the show for now. Kip is having a lot of stuff come up, so we wish him well. And
Thank you.
there will be a new science officer for the Kongzi, hopefully for next week, although that at least in part depends on our captain.
It literally does not.
It does.
You just want the fancy artwork.
That's true, because
Yes.
everyone else has the fancy artwork, and I don't want our new science
Listen.
officer to feel left out.
Which is
mine.
valid, but
It's
I'm not
fine.
stopping her from playing.
Just promote Han Jopkins. We
Yeah,
already have
there we
artwork for
go.
him.
Jopkins.
But all right. So next week, the plan is to be back, same bat time, same bat channel for the episode "The Time Machine."
Dun dun dun.
Not by H.G. Wells, by some other person.
Oh,
I was just about to ask you.
Yeah, I know. All right. See you all later. Thank you so much for hanging out, and I hope to see you all next week.
Bye.
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 Bye.